Gary. It's so good to see your faces and to be able to celebrate the launch of my new podcast with you guys. Thanks for jumping on the Zoom.
Congratulations, man.
Yeah, bro. So happy for you. It's amazing.
Yeah. So, where you guys, for everyone out there listening, where are you zooming in from?
Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah. Oh, hi, Nashville. Okay, so Ohio, Gary, you're in Ohio, and Ed, Nashville. Guys, this has been, as you know, something that I've been wanting to put out there for a few years now. And like with all dreams, all little babies you get to release out into the wild. It's like I'm releasing a part of me, and I was texting with you, Ed, last night actually this morning, how nervous I am. It's like it's Christmas, and I'm trying to figure out, like, should I be excited? Are people going to really appreciate this? And I know, Ed, you've released a lot of projects out there, and I was curious, do you ever get nervous when you're releasing a podcast or a music album out there?
Absolutely. I mean, ironically enough, I'm no spring chicken, and I've just, started this band venture with two of my kids, and we're releasing an album this Friday.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Yes, for real.
I didn't know it was actually releasing this Friday.
Yeah.
Songs going out there all the time, but
yeah, it's our first official album. So, like, I definitely relate with that. It's like, it's that tension to me between earth and heaven, where you're, trusting God ultimately for the outcome of things and His leading of things. But I think at the same time, we're human, and when you pour your heart and soul so deeply into something, you just want to know. I think for me, I just want to know that it's making a difference, that it's making an impact, and that, the hope that it would make a real connection with people's hearts. So, yeah, I think I'm anticipating that, so I totally feel what you're feeling. I don't think that ever goes away if you really care about something.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy how your mind all these crazy thoughts go in, like why am I even doing this thing? Like why am I even doing this video with you? Why should I? All these thoughts, and I got to tell you guys, this morning was absolutely bonkers crazy. We were trying to get ready for getting my kids out to school. It's like 9 o'clock now in the morning here. But literally 10 minutes before I had to leave to take the kids to school, my 2-year-old bumps his head on the corner of the coffee table and has like a 1-inch gash in his head, blood pouring out. And he's not even screaming. So it's kind of like, did he get unconscious? And he got taken away in an ambulance, believe it or not, with my wife.
What?
He's okay. He's fine.
This morning?
Yes, just this morning. And then as I got to get in the car to come here, my battery's flat. I left the lights on. So I'm like in this crazy, crazy fog right now. Could you believe it? Yeah. My wife just sent me this really cute photo of August, my 2-year-old, sitting in the ambulance, pretty happy and doing okay. So thank goodness they're fine, and I feel comfortable coming on. But man, there's just sometimes it seems like there's so much like doubts and opposition and whatever that go into when you kind of release these special moments, I guess, in your life. And anyway, it's just being vulnerable there with you guys. Crazy.
Man, thanks for sharing that. Probably praying. That's crazy.
Yeah. But guys, we met just a few years back at a retreat, and I know that was an incredible time in my life, just getting to know you guys and getting to meet you, and when I thought about, okay, how should I like celebrate the launch of something like this, and I thought, well, I'd really just love to have a quick chat with a couple of real deep friends that mean a lot to me personally. And so you guys came to mind. Ed, I texted you and you were like, heck yes. And it means a lot that you would come on and be a part of this.
Man, I love you, bro, and love both of you guys. I mean, man, we've got to share some pretty incredible life together. That week that we had was an unreal time. So super grateful for that.
Awesome. So, have you guys, question to you, have you guys have you listened to the trailer or any of the episodes? 3 episodes dropped this morning, full episodes dropped.
Okay.
I'm curious. What do you guys think?
Man, I have to confess, I feel like a complete doofus right now. I didn't realize they had launched yet. I just saw, I saw that.
Me too.
So I'm fired up
to make sure everyone knows it's launched. It's out there.
You go.
Well, I can't wait to listen now. I'm gonna go listen. I'll be back in about 30 minutes. No.
Yeah.
No, man, I think that's like, I'm so excited. I love your heart, man. I love your heart for this is what I was going to post on my Instagram. Like, I just love your heart for the oppressed. I love your heart for just all people of, around the world who have just been met with hardship for whatever reason for a myriad of different, things. And I think, God is certainly a God of justice and love, and just I sense your heart in that, or his heart in you in that, in such a profound way. So I'm really excited just to watch how God will use this, and unfold the different ways it's going to unfold. So.
Yeah. And I admit too, man, I saw the trailer. I didn't even know they released. I actually think I just got on it a couple hours ago, and I didn't see the episode yet. So, but anytime you have Bob Goff in your trailer, it's a great podcast already.
Yes, definitely humbled that he would be a part of it. Well, actually the full episode's only just released. So,
okay.
You can, I guess you can subscribe on Apple and Spotify, wherever. That way they kind of appear on your screen there. The exciting thing about this one too is it's a video podcast. So, it's, we've had a real kind of crew come in and that I work with that film it in a pretty good way, quality way. I'm pretty humbled by that, and so you can actually watch it as well. It's out there on YouTube. But yeah, for anybody that's curious to learn more, if you go to justice.tv, you can get the links to the audio, the video, and learn more about it. So yeah.
Just Justice or Justice Matters?
Sorry, justicematters.tv is the website. Yeah, so justicematters.tv. I think you can see the link. It should appear on Facebook if you're there. But yeah, so encourage anybody to check that out. And if you are a YouTuber and like to watch your podcast or listen in there, you can do that. Or if you're in the car driving places and listen on audio, there it's managed to get everywhere. It was funny because I uploaded the first trailer episode, and then Apple and Spotify say, well, we take like up to 2 weeks to like approve whether it can go up. And I'm like, oh, that doesn't help my launch as they process it and review it all. So fortunately it got approved just in time, and everything went up, and I didn't look like a liar. But Ed, so you were saying We the Kingdom, you're the band with your family, that is, part of it. I got to see you guys live. And Gary, you got to see him live too, right?
I saw him and Chris Tomlin doing the Christmas tour.
Yeah. And so you got to see Chris Tomlin live. I got to see the Christmas tour in New York. Where were you? In Ohio, Gary? Yeah. So, Ed, just like you told me just now, I wasn't aware of, your band is launching their album. What's the album called?
It's called Holy Water, like the song Holy Water.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's coming out on Friday. So we are super excited. It's been like, man, anytime you're putting something out, there's an enormous amount of work that goes into it. But
yeah. Well, am I going to be able to twist your arm and get you to maybe play a song or debut something from it?
Come on.
Yeah. I was just trying to think, there were 2 songs that kind of came to mind from that album, actually. sort of in my mind would be applicable right now, and I still don't even know right now which one I'm about to play.
Oh man.
I think.
Yeah. Go.
I think the one I'm probably leaning toward is a song called "Peace." It's we actually put this on a Bethel record that just came out, and my daughter sounds a lot prettier than I'm about to sound. I can promise you that. But
all right, well, Gary and I will mute our microphones so that we don't interrupt the feed.
Can you hear that?
Yeah.
Okay. When my mind is like a battlefield and my heart is overcome by fear, and hope seems like a ship that's lost at sea. My enemies on every side, I'm tempted to run and hide. Your gentle whisper reaches out to me. Peace holds me when I'm broken. Sweet peace that passes understanding. When the whole wide world is crashing down, I fall to my knees and breathe in your peace. Fiery arrows whistling, the terror of the night sets in. I can feel your angels all around. I've got to look at the words. I was hoping I wouldn't have to, but I do. I put them up on mine just in case. Let me start that over. Fiery arrows whistling, the terror of the night sets in, but I can feel your angels all around. I am resting underneath the shelter of your mighty wings. Your promises are where my hope is found. Oh, my hope is peace that holds me when I'm broken. Sweet peace that passes understanding. When the whole wide world is crashing down, I fall to my knees and breathe in your peace. I remember who you are. You're the God who's never far, and I will not be afraid. God, you always keep me safe. You give me peace that holds me when I'm broken. Sweet peace that passes understanding. When the whole wide world is crashing down, I fall to my knees and breathe in
Thank you, Ed. Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
I don't know if you can hear all that or not,
Dude,
but
we heard it. And dude, you know where I was taken as you were playing that? I was taken back. Gary, I don't know if you mind me sharing, when we were on this retreat, you lost your dad. And I remember that it was like a sacred moment when Ed, within like a few minutes, you were, I think it was like literally 45 minutes, you were able to pen the words into a song and played it for Gary, because you obviously had to just leave the retreat early, and we were just obviously feeling so heavy hearted for you, and that moment where we sat together and you played a song, and it was like, you know, God was right there in our midst, so like tangibly you could feel that same piece you sang. Thank you, Ed, for bringing me back to that place.
absolutely.
Oh, yeah. How about you, Gary? How'd that make you feel, brother?
Got me all teary-eyed, dude. Just, man. And I think the cool part is that we had no idea that Ed had that talent and that skill. Yeah. And you kind of, even part of this retreat was to get away and not do some of the things that we have done in our day-to-day life. But you just said that you felt like God said, hey, I'm going to release you to do this. And I will never forget that moment. Yeah. Where you just shared that with us, and I still listen to it to this day, no joke. And my kids, I'll be playing it in the kitchen, just kind of one of those moments of just kind of remembering who I am. And I'll play that, and my daughters will walk in, and they'll just walk out and say, "No, I'm crying." And they cry when they hear it because they know how special it is to me, and what a gift that was. Yeah,
what an honor.
Yeah, you know. As we wrap things up, just to kind of bring it back, I guess, to the podcast, you know, that song you wrote, I think one of the main lines to that song is "There's purpose in the wreckage." And I think about justice, and I think about, you know, the wreckage that happens in life, in the lives of people around us, people that just were born into situations that they did not deserve. I don't know about all of us. I mean, we are so privileged to just be living where we live, to have the families that we have, and yet others around the world, wherever they are, born into war-torn countries, born to without mothers and fathers, and whatever the situations that they've gone through, it's like a wrecking ball has just gone through and destroyed their world. Yet somehow through it all, and I've known this in my own life, somehow there is hope. There must be, because God is not absent, and therefore we must not be absent, and we carry that hope wherever we go, and that's what I want this podcast to be about. A place where we actually come face to face with the wreckage in the world, and that can be a very uncomfortable, challenging thing to listen, to understand, to hear. It's easy for us to just shut it out and avoid it. But as we come to that, we can also, you know, I want to be. It's going to be the first season is interviewing my friends, people that are doing incredible things, and to hear the stories of hope, to hear the stories that there is a way that we can actually go to those places, that we can, even in our day-to-day lives, we can be part of bringing justice into the earth and creating a more beautiful, just world, even that purpose in the wreckage. So, yeah. Wow. Any final thoughts, guys?
It is humbling, you know, to think, you know, I mean, I was thinking about it, you know, this podcast, Tim, and I was thinking, you know, there are those that, you know, to me, heaven will be the ultimate justice, you know, or there are some people that for many unfortunate reasons, will not get to experience the life that I believe that ultimately was designed for us to live, because of just, the broken world that we live in. And that is so heart-wrenching. And I feel like, but that's not an excuse, hey, okay, well, we have the promise of heaven. That's not an excuse to not do everything we can now to try and help whoever we can, however we can. So I just appreciate your efforts to just shine a light on that and the need to love people in these just horrible circumstances, and we do have the promise of heaven,
now, right? Heaven now. Isn't that what even?
Yeah.
Jesus, that's one of the things I just love so much about his life and ministry, was he was always pointing people to this heavenly experience that is for ours. But like you said, Ed, it does seem like that is robbed of people here and now, and that's all the more reason, right, to not sit back. Oh man, thank you.
You have a beautiful heart, Tim. I love your heart. Compassion. I see the compassionate heart of the Father in your eyes. Beautiful.
Well, I'm so grateful for you guys. Gary, did you have any thoughts? I'm glad you jumped in, man.
Man, I am so honored just to even be on this call. But Tim, I do, man. Just from the first time I think we met, you can see the heart you have and the love you have for people. And just thank you for using your platform and actually dedicating your life to do what you have already done that led you to this place. And I feel like this is just such a perfect next step for what you're doing, that you've already done so much. And now you're bringing all that experience and all those relationships into this place to use this platform to give a voice to maybe those that don't have as loud of a voice as you do. And you now have a podcast which can reach worldwide. And one of the scriptures I just love that just came to my mind and just wanted to speak to you is just that the steps of the righteous are ordered, right? And so to me, the way I read that my only responsibility in that scripture is to be in a right standing relationship with God. And then my steps are already ordered. So all I got to do is walk them out. And so, dude, I just wanted to say that to you. There's no doubt in my mind that you are in a right standing relationship with our Heavenly Father. And these next steps may be uncertain, may feel a little bit scared, but man, I just want to say, regardless of whatever success looks like for this thing, this is exactly what God designed you to do for this season, and I'm just honored to be able to listen to it. And I'll faithfully listen to it, and I'll faithfully pray for you, man. Yeah, you got one subscriber already, if not more.
Hey, that means a lot, Gary. Because I think Ed got at the end of my nervous text messages like, oh, what's it going to be like? And it's like, no, I've just got to rest in peace, rest knowing that, and I'm not really good at resting. I've been not getting much sleep and working, pushing hard, almost striving a bit hard to try and make this happen. But I needed to hear that, man. Thank you. Thanks, Ed, for always just being so encouraging, for coming on. What's it say?
I can't see it.
What does it say, man?
Rest.
Oh,
rest.
Oh my gosh. That is exactly.
That's my word for the year, and man, do I struggle.
And guys, I don't know if you remember this, but when I was leaving to go to my dad's funeral, you guys and some of the people there had bought me something, and you remember what that was? It was a kind of a wicker heart-shaped type thing, and in the middle of it said peace. And so that song, Ed, dude, that you may not know it, dude, but that really that hit home, dude, and that just reminded me of what you guys kind of gave me walking out of that room.
Wow.
Yeah.
And ain't that the truth? The flip side of justice, I think, is peace, isn't it? Shalom, peace, rest, and I think that is a perfect way to kind of encapsulate what this is about, and to have you guys with me launching this bad boy. I think I had a couple party poppers, but I don't need party poppers. I just need actually the opposite. I kind of need a virtual hug. I kind of want to hug you guys next right now. But hey guys, this has been a treat. Any excuse to just Zoom chat with you. It's always crazy whenever we chat. I remember last time we texted each other at the exact same time. It'd been like 2 months since we talked, and literally we both. Wasn't that nuts?
It was crazy.
Tripping from that.
Yeah, tripping
awesome from that. But you guys are as close as brothers can be to me, and appreciate you. Love you guys. Ed, I can't wait to get a hold of the We the Kingdom album called Hollywood.
Yeah.
Sounds incredible.
Thank you.
And can't wait to be rocking out to that whole album. Though we've been kind of playing your songs pretty consistently in our house for quite a while now. So
us too.
Fellas.
Alrighty. Well, get back to your families. I know it's probably dinner time, and you guys are awesome. We'll chat again soon, and